interesting. Now, I'll be honest. I was gonna skip tonight, but I wanted to come on and just do a quick show. So I'm a little backed up on orders, so I gotta hurry up and get everything out. I just wanted to do a quick little touch base with all you guys. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. Now it's funny. It's actually a little different because I'm doing it on the vertical on my device, which is totally different. I guess my blue curtain burner brother, what's up, man? Marconi, welcome. Zanti, welcome. P38 Wilberto, welcome. Agorizer, Demo Man Don, great to see all you guys. I don't know if my mic is actually working or not. Oh well, we'll just run with it. Demo Man Don, what up? Agorizer, Douglas Boing, what's up, brother? Dang, a bunch of folks coming up in here. Yeah, hey, look at that. Yo, the thumbs up are like immediate. That's dope because the second someone hit it, I saw it up at the top. So do me a favor, and as we get into this, do me a favor and just go ahead and hit the thumbs up because I can actually see it, and that is directly, synced. Yeah, I see that. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, it's directly synced with my self-esteem, so don't forget that. Nice, nice. Another one, another one. Yeah, thank you for hitting that thumbs up. Appreciate you guys so much. Dang, look at that. Beautiful. Yeah, it's totally different platform doing it on the vertical on the device, but it's cool. Yeah, so I just had to do a quick live because I didn't want to skip the show altogether, man, and I wanted to still touch base with you guys and just kind of have a quick conversation. I'm backed up on orders. I do have all the knife orders ready to go out. I'm literally going to, as crazy as it sounds, I'm literally going to drop them off tonight at the after hours drop box just to get all those out, and I threw a bunch of goodies in there for the wait. 80XR920, brother, great to see you. Also a channel member. Let's see, 80XR920, Agorizers, Anti-Misfit, Marconi, Kurt24, the producer of the show. Great to see you, fellas. Fire Rodder, P38 Wilbur, Fire Rodder, Agorizer, Jason Schmidt, what's up, man? Douglas Boing, Demo Man Don, great to see you. Agorizer, Blue Curtain Burner, great to see you. Live Life, brother, great to see you. Oh yeah, that's true. You could just double tap the screen too. That's what's up. That's pretty fire. Yeah, it's funny because we were talking, myself, Red Dawn, we were talking, having a conversation about equipment, and I was busting his chops because Red Dawn is like, hey, 80XR920, thank you so much, man. 36 months, channel member. Ding, fries are done. 3 years, man. Ladies and gentlemen, can we get a round of applause or some thumbs up emojis or something for this man? 3 years with the Kim Light Battalion. That's incredible. Love it. Love it. Also, I can't handle anything, all right? Damian Cristo, what's up, brother? But that is how little the MP5 is going to be with the can. With the can, all right? So it's going to be kind of like an SD, okay? But it's going to be basically equivalent to the full-size MP5, but with the can. You know what I'm saying? So think of a full-size MP5, okay? And it's going to be about that size with the can, all right? So it's going to be a tiny little guy. And really what I want, and let me know, if anyone out there can help, I'm looking for a very, very specific brace, okay? It looks like the only way you can get this brace is by purchasing the AP5 MP5 SD clone with the brace. I guess they just got a whole gang of them and they started building them with that brace on there or something, because you either get it without the brace and it's got the little pick rail on the back, so you could run any brace that you wanted to, the triangular one, the side folder, and all that. Ed Bender, what's up, man? Welcome. 80XR920, P38, Wilberto, Kurt24, Agorizer, all you guys, man. Appreciate y'all coming in and hanging out, man. Thank you. T for Tejas, Stifler Manufacturing, all my homies. And do me a favor, fellas, please do hit the thumbs up. If you hit the thumbs up, that lets YouTube know that you enjoy the content. And then it probably won't, but it may actually recommend this content for other people if you do that. Also, the funny thing is the sorry, I had a message come through. That's funny. And you're probably watching the stream too, which is hilarious. ATF, give a thumbs up. Yeah, for real. But yeah, no, if there are new folks out there, welcome. I appreciate you so much. We know that in most cases, YouTube doesn't recommend this content for new people. That's just the way that it is. Because not only do we talk about firearms and things like that, but we also talk about, in just general, firearms, freedom, liberty, independence, being what some people would call ungovernable, right? Being going against the grain in a lot of cases, but also just talking about being a prepared citizen, right? Being, living a life of preparedness, becoming as detached from, the general public and the powers that be as possible. And they don't like that, especially when you look at the relationship between things like Google and the United States government. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, we don't need to get into that right now. But also, I don't know if y'all noticed this, but the moment that I started talking about Christ, my viewership just like just like tanks. So they definitely don't like that. You're talking about God and guns and preparedness and all that. Oh, hell no, we can't do that. Anyway, I appreciate that. John Crump Live, brother. Great to see you. I just wanted to do a quick vertical instead of doing like the whole shebang. I just wanted to do a little vertical live. The Range, brother. What's up, man? Good to see you. Yo, what depressing topic are we covering tonight? I know, right? Then who killed the world? That's actually a quote from Mad Max. Wanted to just throw that in there. I just kind of wanted to touch base and just say what's up, man. Hey, Leonard Collier says, I found you through Risky Krisky a while back. Yo, Risky's my guy, man. That's my boy. That's my boy. Let me get caught up real quick. Hang on. Actually, that's another thing I would like to know. Tavinho, what's up, brother? I'd like to know who y'all want to see on the show. I do want to get back to bringing more guests on. I actually reached out to Silencer Co., XS Big Dot Sites, just like some cool companies that are doing some dope stuff. Dude, XS is dropping some dope stuff. They actually came out with a whole platform for the MOS system, and it's a plate and a set of rear sights and front sight that like barely come over the optic, but they're still usable. So that's pretty dope because if you're running like one of the Gen 5 45s or like something similar, and you run like an RMR or 507C or something like that, a lot of times what happens is when you throw the co-witness sights on there to co-witness it with your dot, well, your sight picture gets super busy, and the purpose of having a dot is to be able to, see the dot super quick, be able to just draw, push out, and, boom, and hit your target quickly and accurately. But it gets like too busy. So all those super tall, crazy sites, the double XL sites and XL sites, it's just a little bit too much. But shout out to Angry Firearms too. They're an excellent site company. But so those guys, we're gonna have Marine Gun Builder back on the show as requested several times. Drewski, brother, great to see you, man. You should have an Ammo Land reporter come on. You're more than welcome to, Actually, aside from now when I'm just on my device instead of like in the whole studio setup, John, you can literally come on anytime you want to, like with the click of a couple buttons. So, Drewski, lifetime Chenamimba, great to see you, man. Not talking about me. I'll have another Ammo Land reporter come on, whatever. What else? I'm down. Damian Cristo, brother, great to see you, man. Dangle Matt, great to see you as well. ADXR 920. Drewski, Damien, The Range, Agorizer. Love all y'all, man. Appreciate y'all coming in and hanging out. Man, it's weird not having like my buttons to hit and all that. And I'm narrow and vertical. Anyway, yo, so on PSA today, if any of y'all want the link, I do have the link, which actually does credit the channel, you know what I'm saying? Or let me just say it credits DLD hardware, okay? And actually, this would be a great place. If you go to dldhardware.com, there are links in that place at the bottom. One of them is PSA. Now, usually I don't push PSA stuff for reasons, which we're not going to talk about today, but because sometimes stuff just makes sense, I'll tell you this. PSA today had dagger frames complete for $49. All right, that's kind of crazy. And then we looked and I saw micro dagger frames complete for $39. And I'm like, yo, those are super comfortable frames. Change out a couple things, you know, put like a Gen 5 ejector in there, maybe an OEM locking block, throw a Glock slide on there, boom, you know, super inexpensive. So if anybody wants to get on that, hit me up. I can send you the link or just go get it. They're doing like a gray frame, like a blowout or something like that. So nothing crazy, but the price is crazy for sure. But bro, a compact complete frame for $49 for a 19 size, and a micro dagger 43x size for $39 with the LPK installed, bro, that's insane. Yeah, Tavinho, gray frames are pretty cool. Yeah, I agree. My frame on my personal dagger is gray as well. But anyway, getting back to this real quick. So I'm in talks with Silencer Co. right now, and you see that that MP5 right there. So that's about the size of a standard MP5, right? It's not the full size SD with the can that sticks out to 12.5-inch barrel, right? This is a fake can. What I did is I took the fake can and then I reversed it and I put it over to cover the barrel just to hang up there to show an example of what it's going to look like. So what I want to do is basically make I am doing it. So I got the MP5 SD and then I took off the fake can, and then I'm probably going to end up getting from Silencer Co. one of the Omega 9Ks, whether it's on T&E, whether I buy it, whether I whatever, we'll work something out. But I'm in talks with them right now. That thing is 4.46 inches long. All right, great suppression, great decibel readings. So if I put that thing in there, it's only going to stick out about 2 inches. It may only stick out like just under 2 inches. So it'd be about to what that fake can is sticking out right now. If that's the case, then I would have a little backpack gun the size of a full-size MP5, but suppressed. The only thing I want that I can't find, and this is so frustrating, this is kind of what I was starting to get into a moment ago, is this Magpul collapsible brace. I actually have the Magpul collapsible stock, but I'm not going to run that. I'm not going to SBR this. You know, I don't want that. I don't want to do any more stamps unless it's for a can or something like that. But anyway, the Magpul collapsible brace looks exactly like it's got the vibe of the traditional collapsible stock. And that's what I'm trying. I'm trying to keep the like true to SD, MP5 SD setup, but make it more compact. So that's what I'm trying to do. If I have to keep a side folder on it like that, then it is what it is. It'll just be a little bit smaller. But also, Safety Harbor also makes a really great brace with a tail hook adapter. So I could do that too. Let me know y'all's thoughts. Joe Vacu, brother. Great to see you, man. Sandwich Chef, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Eric Stockbridge, brother, great to see you as well. Appreciate you coming in and hanging out. Met a new Pew buddy when selling an optic locally. Gonna have him over for some range time this weekend. That's what's up, man. Yeah, just, if you got to, keep a close eye on them, keep your phone and your in your like chest pocket, just like, what do you got there, buddy? You know, I'm just kidding. Just make sure they're not like wackos, you know, that's all. Ruby on the Ridge, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Mike McClune, the Goon. No notification? That's crazy. Usually when you go live vertically, YouTube tells the world. They put it in shorts, and like last couple times we did it, we got like thousands and thousands of views. So it's kind of crazy, but you know, when there's like certain things in the background, you know, like certain things in the background. They don't like all that stuff, especially that stuff. Oh, excuse me, over there. Um, in shorts, no way. That's what's up, man. Trolls too, mad trolls. Mods, get ready. If it does get dropped in the shorts reel, get ready because mad trolls. Why is this even on my feed? I don't know you. I've never seen you. You know, that kind of thing. Anyway, yeah. So I think it'd be dope, and I'm kind of thinking like, okay, I would like to do the super safe setup or like FRT, or maybe just throw the binary trigger in the other one because I have heard and I've actually seen this in a lot of the videos and some of the folks I've talked to that the full size MP5 actually runs binaries a little bit better. It's just, I guess, like the MP5K system is, you know, it's much shorter, right? So it's like it just runs a little bit harder. You know, if you're going to run it suppressed, you have to change the, what is it, like that, a different angled extractor or something like that. Hold on, give me one sec. Sorry, I keep getting alerts on my camera that someone's out back. I'm like, where? Anyway, yeah, so it's going to be a tight little setup, but obviously it'd be way more dope if, you know, it went burp. But I can still rock even in the MP5K with the binary trigger as long as you got the locking wedge. That's right. You know what you're talking about. Yeah. It's like, isn't it like copper colored or something like that too? I don't know enough about the MP5s, but I do enjoy them. I do enjoy them. If this was a real SD, that would be fire. I wouldn't mess with it at all. I'd probably SBR it just to keep it true. Because, I mean, anything you run through it, 115 grain, 124 grain, whatever, it's subsonic because of the way the system is. They port, you know, the entire barrel, and then you basically put a sleeve over it, thread it down. It also has gassing at the front end right there. I guess that'd be the front trunnion on the MP5. But it's a pretty nasty system. And they also made some integrally suppressed 1022 takedowns that are set up like that too, with you know, like porting all through the barrels and or in the barrel, and they have like some baffles in it, but honestly, it's not, you know, you don't need like a massive baffle stack to, you know, to quiet that down. It's actually pretty quiet. And honestly, I was looking at the Banish line too, and like the Banish line is dope, but the Banish 9K is an incredible suppressor. 4 inches long for a 9mm, all right? 4 inches long, 2.7 ounces. It's so light, you don't even need a piston, a lid, a linear inertial decoupler, a booster, a Nielsen device, all those crazy names for it. You don't even need one. It's that light, right? It's literally like almost the same weight as a birdcage flash hider. That's how crazy light it is. And it's made out of Inconel and steel. It's not like titanium or anything. And then they also make the Speed K, which is a 4-inch 5.56 can, but it's like mad thick, crazy thick, triple C thick. But yeah, they declined to come on the show, bro. I'm just gonna keep it real with you. Yeah, Gym Tech, bro. Gym Tech is make sure my cereal is don't want to mix my cereal with my milk. Gym Tech was one of my first pistol cans. Those things are excellent, and I love it. I honestly literally have no idea what the round count is on that thing. It's insane. And it's been on everything from 9 mil, 300 blackout, 22. I've shot 380 ACP through it. It's well over 10,000 rounds through that can, and I've cleaned it this many times. So it's been great. But also it's like carbon locked. Like I couldn't take out those baffles if I wanted to. That is the Gemtech multi-mount 9 millimeter. If I were to guess, I'd probably say it has somewhere between like 12 and 15,000 rounds through it. But you know, Rip Curl, brother, great to see you. Senor Bob, great to see you, brother. Appreciate y'all coming and hanging out as well. Oh, my bad, I didn't see you at first, and you said, "What up, Dark?" Gemtech is doing integrally. Oh, whoops, hold on. M&P 1522 upper. That's pretty fire. That's pretty fire. Oh, Drewski, I can't click on it because I'm live on my phone right now. Sorry, bro. YouTube's still showing 1 viewer and 1 thumbs up. That's crazy. It says right now there's 35 people in here and 26 thumbs up. Dang, and $0 made, of course. Is that, hold on. So that would, we're almost at the same thumbs up to viewer ratio. That's pretty crazy. I'm not used to getting that many thumbs up. That's what's up. Appreciate y'all, man. Thank you. Let's see. I'm just going through here. Agorizer, Senor Bub, Rip Curl, The Range, DLD After Dark. Have you been able to get back out on the range yet with the arm issue? Yeah, so great question. Thank you. So the arm is like 98% healed. Hey, thanks for the thumbs up, whoever that was. Hey, another one. Thank you. So I had tendon damage in my right arm, and it literally went like, at first it was just at my elbow, and then went to the doctor because it started to kind of go down my forearm. And then when I was talking to him, he was like, it sounds like tennis elbow or tendonitis or whatever. There's also something called tendinosis, which is like when you're scarring of your, thank you y'all for the thumbs up, appreciate y'all. When the micro tearing and you know scar tissue scarring of the tendon, when the speed of the damage gets beyond the speed of recovery, you just can't come back from it. And I was able to take like literally more than 3 months to rest my arm because I was like I was drawing, shooting, drawing, shooting, drawing, shooting, draw, extend, shoot, go back, reholster, and do that a bazillion times. And I know a lot of us do that, all of us do that, but you couple that with bad health, bad diet, bad sleep and all that. Hey, Clover Tech, thanks, man. Dang, first super chat of the night, brother. Thank you. Clover Tack with the $5 super chat. Break off some support for Dark, you losers. Come on, no excuses. Quit expecting content for free all the time. Dang, Clover Tack, thank you. Clover Tack also has a great channel, man. Go check out his stuff too, man. Appreciate the support, man. Thank you, brother. Joe Morris, man, good to see you. Why you filming the long way? Just don't eat corn. Got the long way. Dang, Bob with the 27-month Chana member. Yo, I appreciate you, man. Love you too, brother. Thank you so much. Dang, yo, Crumpy with the $10 super chat. Yo, thank you guys. Oh, I can like them? Dang, all y'all can like them. That's crazy. Yeah, it's a totally different vibe going live from your device. Cause like I can actually see the emojis. I can actually see, like I can interact with the, look, I can hit the, hey, there's a heart. Oh, how come I can't heart this? I can heart that one. That's what's up, man. Let me see. I've got tendon damage. Yeah, dude, tendon damage is brutal, man. Thank you, fellas. I really appreciate the support, for real. Yeah, I mean, basically, drawing and not only just live fire on the range, right? That's a big piece of it, but doing dry firing, doing just running drills, even at home on my own. Fluffy Bunny, brother, great to see you, man. Yeah, it was catching up to me, and it started to cause some serious damage. We're talking about thousands and thousands of hours, drawing, and it gets to be a lot. And of course, running the rifle and all that. Agorizer, 29 months. I'm turning 29. I wish. Fresh out of change. No, you're good, brother. Thank you, man. All the support from you guys, man. I appreciate y'all. But yeah, so like I had to take a few months off from shooting, which really sucked because during this time I got an RXM. I got the SMS laser. Shout out to Drewski. Thank you, brother. I want to get that out, and I actually want to sight it in. And so I have a few guns I'm going to take out probably next Friday with some content creators that y'all know. And we're going to see if we can do this really dope FPV like shoot, move, communicate kind of thing. We're gonna see what we can do, but that'd be dope. If you were to see myself and some other content creators that y'all know, and we were doing like shoot, move, communicate, first person view, like how dope would that be? So, and when I do that, I'm gonna be able to sight in the Super Duty because I got to sight it in because I changed the scope. Oh my goodness, the scope mount, goodness. And then I added the mediator on there, which is the acro cut. And then also that bad boy right there, the 11.5 Super Duty with the Unity, I added that, so I got to sight that in. I got to take the RXM out, and then got to take the SMS laser out to see if it can survive and remain zeroed at 800 rounds and beyond. That laser, as far as a lamb unit, bro. Okay, so again, shout out to Drew because Drew was the one that sent it to me, man, and that is like major support right there. So this is a lamb, a laser aiming module. It's made by SMS Lasers. It's the HFXC, well, whatever the newest one is, and it's FDE. It's got 1,000 lumen white light on it. It's got a green vis laser that you totally can't like reprogram to be like super duper full high power after it comes into the US, because that would be crazy if they did that, and then published videos on how to make it full power. And then it's got a very, very close to high power IR laser, and then an IR illuminator. So that used in conjunction with your night vision is pretty nasty. Now the kicker is it's under $300, which is like nuts, right? So the previous models, people were saying that it worked perfectly, but at about 800 rounds, people were losing zero. Now, okay, like if you think about it, I mean, for that price, I'll resight it in every 800 rounds. But this new one was supposed to fix that issue. So the first thing I'm going to do, also Drew contributed some cash. Thank you, by the way. I'm going to take that bad boy out because hey, Luminous, good to see you, bro. I'm going to, I ordered some ammo from a contribution from Drew and Kurt and Hot Dog 990 and some others, I'm just saying. And I'm going to take the RXM out, and I'm going to take the SMS laser out. And once I get to 800 rounds, 1,000 rounds, then I know I'll be good. Flying Rich, great to see you, brother. Good to see you, man. But it's just, I'm going to have to change a couple things on it. What I'll probably do is not change, like I'm going to have to add like I'll probably do the Unity, crane plug hot button. That thing is pretty fire. And I probably won't even need to run a white light because it has everything built into it. Either you're running Viz with Viz light, Viz laser, or you click, run IR illuminator light and IR laser, right? And then I'll just run the one hot button. I considered doing the either Goonbeam white light, which is on that setup right now, or I considered doing the Goonbeam IR light, but I might just only need the SMS laser on that thing. So Red Dawn, brother, great to see you, man. We were just on the phone before the stream. But yeah, so I got a lot of stuff I got to catch up on. So now that to get back to the tendonitis thing, which I hate when people call it tendonitis, even though that's like technically what it is. All right. But tendonitis sounds so like belittling of what it actually is. Like, oh, you have tendonitis. Like, oh, you have micro tearing, burning, and, this dull ache on your dominant arm to where you can barely move every day. Right. Like, oh, it's just tendonitis. Right. Dude, I had to change my diet. I had to change my and it's good. Like this is helping me get to the place where I'm at now where I'm changing my diet, I'm changing my activity, I'm losing weight, I'm focusing on myself, my health, all that stuff because that's super important, right? But what I'm saying is like I had to change my diet, and this is all good stuff. I'm just saying I had to change my hydration level. I had to change the type of exercises I did on my arm. I had to nearly completely stop shooting, or even stop like handling guns and dry firing and stuff like that, because that all had, a lot to do with it. I had my arm in an immobilizer for almost a month, and then I started using like the copper, like the copper like wraps and stuff like that. But my bad. Hydration and diet and all that was key. But the biggest thing I think, like looking back at it, the biggest thing that helped was the collagen. Dude, not the moment, a few days after I started taking the collagen supplement, the collagen actually heals your in conjunction with hydration, with electrolytes and all that. It literally like reheals the micro tears in your tendon way faster. So if anyone else out there is struggling with, damaged tendons, because tendonitis just sounds like I have a cold, right? Like really, really basic. Dude, it's painful. It's brutally painful at some points. So especially like after I went to the doctor, dude, it went down from all the way down my elbow, up my arm, and then like days later, it literally went to my trigger finger. So there's no way that like shooting was not an aspect of this. And I don't shoot like a crazy amount, just like, you know, 1,000 rounds a week or something like that. I'm just kidding. Kurt 24, 36 months, brother. Dang, and he took, or 38 months, my guy. Thank you, brother. And he drops the definition knives. I appreciate you, bro. And there may be something else dropping very, 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 very soon. Look at that bad boy. Be on the lookout. This thing is coming. This thing is coming. And for those of you that don't know, if you're here for maybe the first time, definitionknives.com is where you can buy super dope pocket knives that are much like many pocket knives on the market, but these are way more affordable and way more super dope, and you're getting them from the homie that you roll with all the time every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 10:30 ish. Anyway, yeah, check out Definition Knives. We also recently launched I think I moved it. Where did you go? Where did you go? Do I have an Aegean here? I think I have one over here. Hold up. Yeah, I got one right here. Hold up. Yeah. Man, I'm dropping everything. This is the Aegean. Now, this is, of course, the box is over there. Hold up. These are the boxes that they're coming in. They are absolutely beautiful. And because I can't show... Oh, you know what? That's crazy. Literally, an Aegean is inside this box. Oh, look at the scalloping on the G10, the wood grain. I can't call it wood grain, but the scales look like they have a wood grain, but it is 8CR13 MOV steel, and it is a super deep carry pocket clip, and the thing is just a monster, man, and it's super comfortable in the hand. All the scalloping, man, I know, and a lot of you guys have been waiting on them. All those packages are literally ready right now, about to go out. If you didn't hear earlier, I'm literally going to take them to the after hours Dropbox after the stream. So I was tempted. I was tempted to literally skip the stream tonight, but I was like, I at least got to come in and say what's up, you know? I need 0 new pistols. Facts. Never shoot 90% of the ones I have. Bro, I am in the same boat, my guy. I was just talking to Red Dawn about that. I was like, man, out of all the handguns that I have, I probably have 10 that I love and 5 that I shoot. You know, same thing with rifles. I got a buttload of rifles. And then it's like, well, I got a bunch of ARs, and then I got a bunch of AKs, then I got a bunch of 22s, then I got a bunch of it's just so many different like categories. Then it's like, well, sub guns, I got a bunch of sub guns. I got a bunch, you know, so it gets a little ridiculous. But I mean, if you got a gang of guns, you should start a channel because other people want to see them. They want to hear about them. They want to hear about your experience with them. They want to hear, you know, the whole thing. So, you know, just do it, bro. Let's see. I know I'm super tennis elbow. Isn't that funny? I know. Whacker's elbow. DB, brother, great to see you, man. Stifler Manufacturing. You have tendonades. Yeah. It sounds trivial. It does. It does. My bad. I'm super far behind in chat. DB Koopas, Anti-Misfit, Flying Rich. Red Dawn Readiness. What is the best gun ever today? I already gave him a tough time over that. He said he was partially trolling, you know, which is the funny thing. Eric Stockbridge, DB Cooper, Fluffy Bunny, Marconi. Yeah, and check out Marconi, man. I wish I could just pick this up and show you guys, man. But one of the guns up on the wall, right, boop, there, is a V1 Marconi. I wish it was a V2. It's a V1 Marconi slide with the Marconi magwell. Bro, that thing is, out of every single person that's come in my home, what some people call, I call it my gun room, some people call it my firearm museum. That is always the one that people are like, yo, what is that? Like the Cerakote on it, the vibe to it, but like you can't look at a Marconi slide and have it like not be like, whoa, 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 what is that? What's that like Lamborghini looking, Ferrari looking thing? Same thing with Stifler. Dude, Stifler Manufacturing is doing a lot of great stuff. You can actually use code DARK on Stifler Manufacturing and Marconi. So all you guys out there, you know, if you're trying to put something together and save money. How did you wipe? With my left hand, you know? Or I would use my right hand and hurt myself, but, you know, because I'm like, I can do it. I don't need help. Leave the bathroom, Mom. I'm just kidding. DLD, should I mix Trin with that collagen? Trin? Trin? T-Ren. What should I make? I don't know what you're talking about. My bad. I got elbow tendonitis from sleeping with my arm out under my girl at the time. No pistol shooting for over a month. Yo, it's brutal, man. It's the okay, have you guys ever noticed like so sometimes when like my daughter is like hurt or sick or something, I'm like, describe the pain to me. And then she'll be describing it and I'll be like, okay, is it like a sharp piercing pain or is it like a dull pain of pressure, right? The thing with tendonitis is like you do get like a burning sensation and it's like a sharp pain with a dull ache. So I just pictured myself asking myself like the questions I ask my daughter, right? Like, okay, is it like a burning feeling? Yes. Okay, is it like a sharp piercing pain? Yes. Okay, do you have like a dull ache too? Yes. It's like, hold on, how do you have all of them? That doesn't make sense. But it's like the more you don't rest it, and I promise you, if you do not rest it, if you're, you know, like just working and working out and pushing, even right there, right at the edge, like I can feel it like right there, bro. And listen to this. Oh, that little crack. I know that's probably just my elbow cracking, but it still hurts the tendon when I crack it. And I honestly just shouldn't do it. Yeah, whatever you're texting me, bro, I can't see it while I'm on my phone live. Um, do you need a prescription for collagen? Great question. You do not. Just keep in mind, most collagen, again, I'm super far behind in chat. I'll catch up in a sec. Most collagen won't directly say this is a collagen supplement. It'll say like hair, skin, and nails, and then you got to check the back. I'll see if I can shoot me an email, and I'll see if I can get a screenshot of the one that I got, the one that I use. So funny thing, I was actually doing research on it, and I found it because I'm like, I need to solve this problem ASAP. I couldn't get packages out. I couldn't do anything, right? Especially not being able to, shoot this delightful RXM behind me, shoot the SMS laser. I got all this ammo. I mean, yo, the amount of ammo I have is crazy, right? I need to go out and put some of this to use and burn through it. But hold on, I need some nicotine. Oh, can I? Hold up. Is this what I think? Oh, that's crazy. Yo, I can literally upload shorts from the live stream from what? Dang, that's dope. That's dope. You can just click a button and auto click. So if we're talking about something important and I'm like, man, that was good. Dang it. I can literally click a button and it'll upload a short to my channel. Y'all won't be able to see it yet, but that's pretty dope. Um, Yeah, but so I was doing research on tendon damage, and that's when I learned about the difference between tendonitis and tendinosis. Tendinosis is when the speed of the degradation outpaces the speed of the regeneration, and you're doing permanent damage to it basically. Because just like muscles, everything that we do, every action, when you move, when you draw, when you shoot, when you reholster and all that, you're getting these micro tears, especially as you get older. I'm about to be 40. So like it catches up to you, right? And if you continue using your arm or whatever, got the tendon damage at that same pace, and you don't hydrate yourself like crazy with electrolytes and use collagen and lay off the arm and do I think it's called eccentric exercises, like the opposite of a typical like lifting like barbells up. You actually get like super lightweight and stretch it like out the other way. And also the crazy thing is literally just massaging it a little bit, like I think I said counterclockwise, like massaging it. It's crazy, but it all doing all of these things will expedite it to like only a 3 month and some change recovery. So dang, we got 45 people in here and 43 likes. That's super dope. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for the thumbs up. You guys are awesome. I wonder if we can exceed if the likes in here can. Dang, somebody removed a like for real. If we could exceed the likes by like how many people are in it, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, thank you. Yeah, 45. Thank you, brothers and sisters. Appreciate y'all. Flying Rich with the 33 months, bro. Thank you so much, Rich. He says, cool knives. Appreciate you, man. Making a low-key announcement tomorrow across all of our platforms. Nothing big, just a tease. That's what's up. Garen Wilson, brother, great to see you. Lightning McQueen, G23, Damian Christ, great to see all y'all, man. Plenty of openings and everyone will win something. Fluffy Bunny Arsenal. DLD, do you have an FAL? I don't have an FAL. That's one thing I don't have. I've always kind of wanted like the paratrooper. I guess I just got to go all the way down to the bottom here. I'll be back. Whoa, I was super far behind. Yeah, man, I've always wanted like one of the whatever 16.5 inch or 18.5 inch, whatever it is. It's the shorter barrel paratrooper with the folding stock. I've always thought that it was cool, but it's like, man, it is so heavy. It is so ridiculously heavy that if I really wanted to rock a 308, I'd probably rock something different. But I don't know. Originally, I said like I would like to get a Scar 17S, but I don't want a Scar 17S. I think if I'm going to rock a 308, I'm going to put like a nasty AR-10 together. I do have one of the SIG 716 treads which was one of my dad's guns. So I at least have that if I want to use it. And don't forget, you can drop one of them Ferts and Watts in an AR-10 and just waka 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 waka. I'll tell you what, I had my my 10.3, the 10.3 inch 5.56 with. Usually, you guys see it with that stainless looking LWRC lower with the binary trigger, and then I usually have the 11.5 frontline from Anderson with the lower with the FRT in it. And I was just looking at my stuff and I'm like, I got so many ARs, but like when I'm putting together an AR, put together the lower and the upper and the barrel and the handguard, and then I do this. I put the LPK in, do the whole thing, right? Drop the BCG and charging handle in, and put the buffer tube on. I put it together, and then I put accessories on it, and then it's done. Then I don't touch it. I don't do anything else to it. And I'm like, man, but I could just take the upper from this and the lower from this, and then put these together. And so I started like swapping stuff around, bro. I put the lower with the FRT in it, which is currently legal due to an injunction. And then I dropped the lower with the FRT in it in the 10.3 inch 5.56 with the can and the 1X prismatic optic and all that. Oh, y'all got to see this optic I got right here. Hang on. And that thing is nasty, bro. So I'm going to be taking that to the range. And then the 11.5 Super Duty with the Unity riser that's like this freaking tall. But it's so dope, though. People talk smack about the Unity risers, but let me tell you what. If whether you're using it in just like a traditional sense, or if you're using it for like the capacity it was designed for, which is like to be used in conjunction with night vision, also gives you better posture and all the benefits. There's like no reason not to use it, right? It also has built-in iron sights. It's crazy strong, stupid strong, and it's just, man, it's pretty fire. AR-10 bolt carrier won't catch the reset on the FRT. What? If you're using a full auto bolt, it should, unless you're using a bolt that doesn't have the full auto sear trip on it. Am I misinformed? I thought that all AR triggers worked in AR-15s and AR-10s. And I'm not saying I'm just saying I thought, right? I'm not challenging what you're saying. I'm just which I guess what I said was challenging what you were saying, but you know what I mean. I assumed that it would trip the reset piece. DLD After Dark. When I go to shed some guns, I got an M14S from the 80s in good shape. Hey, that's what's up. That's nice. POF is awesome. Yeah. Hey, Skywalker, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Dark, did you start a garden yet? So I still have the same strawberries, but ask Rich how much space I have for a garden. The only thing I can do is literally grow stuff on my deck. Come out in PLA, brother. Great to see you, man. He says, sub, vertical gang. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, we're just doing a quick little vertical live. Unity riser and FTC mounts are the ish. They are, dude. Dude, the Geisley mounts, okay, so that's the Geisley scope mount with the Reptilia acro mount on it. All right. That's the Unity on the 11.5 with the can. But yeah, so that is the Geisley 1.93 inch aim point riser. That thing is pretty nasty. Dude, I gotta say, man, Geisley, Unity, Reptilia, man, they're all freaking solid, dude. I love them. I was tempted to put an optic on the MP5 there. I just can't bring myself to do it, man. I am against claw mounts. The moment you take something like this that's just beautiful, and I know I don't have like an MP5 appropriate brace on it right now, okay? So I get it. But the moment that you take something like that and then you put a big old clunky ugly claw mount on it and then put an optic on top, it just looks so unnatural. Now, if you take something like the handguards that are, completely integrated, like monolithic handguards, like Midwest Industries has some great ones, even, dare I say it, I would never come on here telling you guys to buy anything UTG or Vism, or there's only a few things that they've made where I'm like, hey, that's all right. That's pretty good stuff. UTG Pro, which is all US made stuff because it's what they use for like military contracts and all that. The UTG Pro MP5, uh, it's like a handguard and top rail all integrated together. The only issue that I had is that unfortunately it just would not fit on my K model. The K model version wouldn't fit on my K model. I think, unfortunately, the top piece, which is the lug on top that hold, like, locks it in its spot, and then you put the forward pieces in, you screw them in, and it like holds itself. It gives it a whole new profile. It's not like clunky and ugly like a claw mount. Sorry, Crump. I know you use claw mounts. Uh, but it wouldn't work. I tried, man. I tried everything. It just would not work. And y'all know I am not in the, RTARD brigade. It wouldn't work. I believe that lug on top was out of spec, and that's why it wouldn't work. So it is what it is. AR-10s are great, but boy howdy, 308 has gotten really expensive to shoot on the regular. Wow, 100%. Also, bro, the loadout, the amount of weight for a loadout, like, that is insane. Did you guys see the Pentagon released a statement saying that, all right, hold on, this may be offensive for some SIG viewers. Hang on. Sorry. Every now and then I need a little nicotine, all right? Okay, for the SIG viewers, all right? Yeah, I still missed a bunch of these chats. Yeah, I can't see the photo because I'm on the device that he sent it to. And not only that, that is on top of my closed laptop, so I can't view it right now. Agree, I was shocked. Bought a Monstrum Prism to try, and I low-key love it. Dude, look, what's the other company? Oh my goodness. Man, I kind of want to just grab it. Hold on one second, because it's like a $60 Aimpoint T1 Micro knockoff, but it's actually nice. Yes. Yes. Okay, so I'll get back to the SIG thing in a second. The Fiachi Aimpoint T1 Micro clone, it's like $59, and it comes with everything. Low mount, medium mount, lower 1/3 co-witness mount, a high mount like the 193. It may be a little less than 193. I gotta look, but it comes with 3 mounts. It comes with a kill flash. It comes with an extra battery and a battery installed, which I don't think they're supposed to do that, but whatever. It comes with like everything, and I was kind of impressed. But I will say this, for those of you that enjoy the Aimpoint knockoff vibe, Primary Arms is probably one of the best Aimpoint clones out there. Like, they were the first, let's be real. Well, that up there on that one with the stainless lower, the LWRC lower, that is an Aimpoint clone, the T1 Micro clone from Primary Arms, and I literally do not even know how many rounds I've put through that thing, and it has just been solid as a brick house. So those have been great. Okay, let's get back to the SIG thing. So I'll have to actually like pull up the documents and like share it with you guys on the next live stream, where I actually do it from like my studio set up with the computer and all that. But it was some representative like from the Pentagon that published this information saying that the SIG Spear LT in 6.8, or what we know as 277 Fury, is unfit for duty or battle. Dude, not only are there also all sorts of issues that they were talking about in this paperwork, it's like a white paper kind of thing, but This dude said that their target loadout for a combat loadout was 55 pounds. The gun itself, with the firearm, the optic, and the can, was like 15.5 pounds, which I've shot it in that configuration. It's kind of ridiculous. It's got some recoil. It's on par with 308 recoil in the 6.8 Fury or 6.8 Spear. Yeah, 6.8 Spear or 277 Fury. It's pretty nasty, but MCXs are having some issues too. I'm just saying, I'm sorry, look it up. Don't blame me. I'm just talking about what I found. And the only reason I found it is because I was looking at them to purchase one, right? And then I found the whole thing about the barrel whipping and the accuracy issues and the shedding, ripping jackets off of projectiles and baffle strikes and stuff like that. And I know, like, trust, there's so many dudes that I talk to that are like, I got 76 billion rounds through mine without one singular issue. I feel you. I'm just saying that there are a lot of reports of this happening. So anyway, they go into the loadout. They start talking about the loadout, and then they say the target loadout was 55 pounds for a combat loadout. With the gun and 210 rounds, it's like 120 pounds in the loadout, which is like, what? Like, how? That doesn't even make sense. Like 120 pounds minus 15 and a half pounds for the gun. So 105 pounds of ammunition. That's insane. So I don't know. It's just a little crazy in my opinion. But I'll be real. If all things fall to pieces and the shenanigans hit the fanigans and it's total SHTF, WROL, Tiatwaki, whatever you want to call it, all right? I'm probably going to grab a DI gas gun in 5.56 that takes standard magazines with a buffer. That's what I'm grabbing, right? Like, I'm probably going to grab, one of the Super Duties, and I'm just going to work with that. I'm also probably trying to stay super low key. So the idea of me throwing on multicam kit from head to toe and just, walking around like Mr. Tactical, Practical, Jackastical, like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm probably going to sling up a little micro PDW or just have my handgun and a bunch of extra stuff on me hidden as low vis and low pro as possible. Low visibility and low profile. That's where it's at. UTG Pro is pretty good stuff. Absolutely. My bad, I'm super far behind. Dang, 308 13.5-inch battle rifle. Yeah, I've seen that thing. That thing is bad ass. Those primary arm advanced microdots are bulletproof. Yes, those are very good. What is SIG doing? They have all the contracts and can't figure it out. Dude, it is pretty crazy. Will SIG lose the Army contract for the 320s? Honestly, man, if I were them, I'd be way more concerned about losing the contract for the SIG Spear LT, because if you look at just the cost in general of the firearm, the optic and mount, and the which is Vortex, and the can, that in itself is like 5 digits right there. That's insane. So if I were them, I'd be ready to lose the pistol, right? That the issue with them is that, like, if they were to come out and say, hey, mistakes were made, we made some bad decisions, we need to I kind of have one, Garen Wilson. If the gray man is the way, man, absolutely, man. Y'all need to, I shouldn't, here, we'll get right back on this in a second. I've showed y'all this before. But this right here, homie, I know there's a bunch of different options out there. So this is just a option, okay? So this is a very low profile little sack, okay? It's very unassuming, and it's also a freaking chest rig, Now you can also disconnect the chest rig pieces, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you can rock it crossbody just around you like this. And inside this bad boy right now, I have, let me make sure I don't have extra little piece of equipment in here because I can't show that. Okay, so right there you got 3 PMags right there, and they got the little connectors there so it doesn't just all fold down and open, so it keeps it, you know, tight on your chest if you choose to wear it on your chest. So 3 PMags there, and that's basically all that pocket is dedicated for. And then on this one, you got 1, 2, 3 24 round Glock mags, and then you got a tourney, got the tourniquet in there, and then the front pouch, I usually have a multi-tool and a knife in this dead space up here, but that's on my desk right there. And then this is all medical, so basically a full IFAK in the front here, and it doesn't look super tactical or, you know, anything like that. And it's funny because they make these like in multicam and black multicam and all this stuff, and I'm like, dude, give me the like dumbest looking one to where I look like I'm like an R-tard going to work with the laptop. Like that's all I want. So if you have rifle support, pistol support, and medical, and then a couple tools if needed, like a knife or whatever, then, you know, you could sling that up and throw on a poncho, right? Have a little PDW. If I needed to, if I'm rocking the MP5, then I'm taking those P mags out and then I'm putting MP5 mags in. You know, it just depends on what you're rocking. And never underestimate a poncho. I know I talk about ponchos all the time, but if weather permits, if it's cool outside or rainy or drizzly or had just recently rained or is going to rain or anything like that, depending on your geographic area, results may vary. If you can get away with wearing a poncho, you can literally sling up a rifle and then throw on a poncho over you. All right, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So keep that in mind. Could run 5.56 mags in it the same way, but I use mine for a full-size pistol and extra mag. You can definitely do that too. So it does have that setup. So so let's say for an example, if I wanted to pull the pistol support out or pull the rifle support out, put the pistol support back to the back, and then have a secondary backup pistol in there. And but one thing I did do, I think I actually have the holster over here. Let's see. I actually got a couple. So there's 2 here. This is the one from my first bag from Victos. And as silly as it looks, it's actually super effective for a Glock with a TLR7 Alpha. And then because it's in a bag and could be upside down and all that, that little, which I made fun of like crazy. I mean, it's already all like fraying up and stuff just from using it so much. But I haven't been carrying an extra gun in the bag because there have been like cars broken into in the area and stuff. And I just didn't feel as comfortable leaving an unattended gun, even like if I were to run in the store or something like that. So I'm just trying to, you know, be safe and responsible. So this is one, this works really well for a TLR7 for a Glock with a TLR7. If you need to open it up, you can literally just like snip one stitch in there and open it up. This is the one that comes with that plate carrier or chest rig. And if you turn it up like this on the left side of that pistol support pouch, and then you put a let's call it a Glock 19 or 45 or something like that in there, then you have 2 spots you can put magazines in and still have rifle support in the back. So it diminishes your magazine, you know, your pistol support, but it gives you a secondary pistol because, you know, usually one is on the body, which I can't pull out and show you right now because we're on YouTube. But either one of these will work. And what you can also do is you can take a super dope holster like this from Fat Tack, which is one of the very, very, very low sitting holsters, to where the grip sits right over your waistline. So when you sit down, it sits down with you instead of sitting up against your, your belly. Like I'm a big dude, so this is super helpful, way more comfortable. But what you can do is take some of the 3M, Velcro things, and then stick that in there. Then you have way more of a faster draw stroke, because it does take a little bit longer getting these out. But all of this will be irrelevant when I do find, identify, and purchase the best PDW on the planet, because my pistol is always going to be in my waistband, literally right here. Swoop, just pulled it out. You know what I'm saying? Right here. So I'm always going to have my pistol in my waistband, extra magazine, and then I'm also always going to have the knife, always rock a knife, and then I'm also always going to have the goon beam, right? And then I'm also always going to have the hot sauce. Got the spicy sauce. And I love that it's got the pink on there. That's hilarious. But that's always going to be on my person. And then once Silencer Co. and I work something out, which is going to be so dope, then I will have that boy in the Trizunk. I actually have a couple different ways I'm thinking of doing it, but I would basically, like I mentioned earlier, I'd basically have that down to about the size of an MP5, a regular full-size MP5, but it will have a can on it, and I'll be able to run 115 grain, 124. It'll still be super quiet. Or if I want to, maybe run some 147s, maybe 147 grain standard pressure, or some 158 grain standard pressure, and that thing is whoosh, whoosh, super quiet. Yeah, it's more like pa-chunk, pa-chunk, pa-chunk. Yeah, so I'm thinking of that. Ed Zachary, brother, good to see you, man. I can't have the sauce. Too tempting. Yeah, you love spicy foods, huh? So on the MP5, I'm going to run my Viking Tactics. How do they say it again? Hold up. Viking Tactics. So for the MP5, it uses the HK clips. Imagine that. That's how you know you're using a sling, when all the silver is showing on the HK clips. I think I actually replaced this other one. And HK clip on the front, because dang, that's how you know that's a knockoff. Look at that, it's like copper. Dang, look at those bunny ears. That thing is hurting. See, that's what happens when, look at that. So this is the one that came with the Viking Tactics sling, and this is the knockoff that I swapped it out for. So that's totally like some cheap, Chinesium. And one is silver, one is like copper color. That's kind of crazy. But I mean, it still works, right? So basically, the cool thing about HK clips, and this is why I'm like an old head when it comes to this, is they got like steel, like sling loops like that. You literally just pop it over. When you want to take it off, you go like that. So I personally like that. But you bring up a great point, Garen Wilson, because a sling to your rifle, or PDW, or subgun, or whatever, right? A sling to your rifle is the holster to your pistol. That is exactly, it should be thought of the same way. And you should practice and train using your sling in the exact way that you're going to use it. But I will say, I did get the Magpul MSI Pro, the one where it's got the QDs on there, and then it's got the little MSI or whatever thing where you can pull one QD out and pull it in close together to make it a single point. But y'all want to learn something crazy? Guess what? Everyone, when Magpul did that, they were like, dang, this is so advanced. Like, who would have thought of that? Who would have ever known that you could take a sling and bind the two together to make it a single point. What do you mean HK's been doing that since the 70s? I know, it's crazy. I know. Anyway, I think it's kind of funny because like a lot of these features, they just weren't marketed well, you know? Like they just didn't do a very good job with marketing, but also it was a different day and age. But yeah, all of those MS1, MS13, MS13, Mara Sabra Chucha Trece, I think. Yeah, something like that. One is aluminum, other is Chinesium. Absolutely, 100%. Range, brother, nighty night. Appreciate you coming in and hanging out. Man, look at this. It's got, I don't know if y'all can see that, but it's got the little ticker. It says I've made $14.99. You guys are freaking awesome. I will be using that on ammunition on this bad boy. The man, honestly, that's one of the things I'm most excited about, the RXM. But there is something else that came in that's making me equally excited. Sorry about that. Had to run downstairs. I had a stranger come to my door the other day. And that stranger that came to my door, he said, ding dong. And then when the stranger ding donged at my door, my dog started barking, came downstairs. When I came downstairs, it was a man dressed in a FedEx uniform. He said, are you Mr. DLD Hardware? I said, yes, indeed I am. He said, here you go, beep, and then left. Took it in, I opened it, and you know what it was? It is the dun-dun-dun Judge XL from Gideon Optics. Holy moly, this thing is fire. Dude, for anybody out there, look how clean and crisp that dot is. For anyone out there that is running the smaller RMSC cut, it does come with a mount from the factory, which is dope. I love that. So you can run it on a pick rail, run it on a subgun or whatever. But the cool thing about this is for those dudes that are running Canics, 2011s, whatever, this is an RMSC footprint with a huge window, dude. And it is super affordable and just a super clean optic, man. And the lines on it, for you Taurus guys, the lines on it literally line up like beautifully with the lines on a Taurus. It's just cool, man. And just, I don't know, what they're doing over there is impressive. Look at all the serrations underneath to prevent glare. They got the rear sights in the back like that. Like, come on, man. And the price is crazy. But, dude, a lot of stuff coming from China, man. We don't know what's going to happen. We don't know what's going to happen with our knives from the place that we get our knives in China. We've been okay, and I don't want to jinx us or anything like that, but oh, look at this. Look at that. Very, very clean. Oh. Yeah, I don't want to like jinx us or anything, but we've been safe so far, but I finally just heard, because the tariff we pay is usually about 35% with our knives from Definition Knives. All knives are handmade in the great state of China. And we've always been open about that. You know, these are literally made in China, definitionknives.com. But yeah, I mean, we, man, that thing, look at the Boyd. The Boyd is just so freaking sexy with the satin hardware and the stonewash blade and all that, man. And this, what some people would call a green Aegean. Oh, I can't show that. I can't show that. And then our number one bestseller, the freaking Copilot. Oof, that thing is gorgeous. D2 tool steel. We also have 8 CR13 MOV steel with the Journalist. Man, it's just awesome. Anyway, I did hear for the first time from somebody that was dealing with the importation of something from China the other day that they got hit with a like 145% bill from customs on their items. I think there's a lot of stuff involved that I probably wouldn't talk about on a live stream, but there's got to be a way that we can continue to do business and not, you know, yeah, not have issues like this. So anyway, that looks like the window from those old TV glasses. Hopefully, Vortex will shift more lower tier models to US production, slight price increase, and better quality overall. Yeah, I mean, this could mean a lot of great things. Like, I would trust, look, I would love nothing more than to have like US production going skyrocketing, right? But I mean, we have to be real. I mean, at this point, we are such simps to China, and we are such like just materialistic, just living in this world of consumerism and convenience and just sucking on the teat of like polishing the knob of other countries that we would fall into a total like spiral out of control mind f if we had a 145% increase or lost the ability to import from China. It's still been like almost a year since whatchamacallit, oh my goodness, Turkey, yeah, since Turkey was like, yeah, we're not gonna import any more copper over to you guys because we don't like you. We don't like the things you're doing. So I don't know if that changed. I don't know if something changed or whatnot, but that'd be an issue. It would be even more so of an issue if like 85% of our domestic ammunition was, you know, sold overseas to something like the Czechoslovak group or something like that. Oh, that happened. That's right. Yeah, I mean, you know, Hornady factories exploding, all sorts of things. But it's not like sabotage, guys. Chill out, all right? Come on. Anyway, yeah, bad things happen all the time. Bad things happen to good companies. I mean, good people. China doesn't have unions. Yeah, they do not. They do not indeed. Dark, get me all the materials. I know how to make knives. Man, I can't even imagine what it would be like to get all the materials and to duplicate. Like mass production is totally different than like hammering out and bladesmithing each knife. Like you could totally bladesmith each knife, but like I mean, the factories over there are like entire floors of 5-axis CNC machines just buzzing 24/7 and you know lasers cutting G10 all day and like there's so much into it and honestly talking to like the knife makers that I've talked to, they're like, yeah, if we made something like this, it would like literally be like with the amount of time we'd have to put into it, it'd be like $400. I'm like, bro, what? So, yeah, I don't know. But all, Chinese doesn't have food. Yeah, for real. It's all about money, bro. It's all money. It's all games. And yeah, let me say this too. Speaking of China, China used to literally dispose of all of our aluminum runoff. A lot of you guys may know that as fluoride, okay? And I started doing a couple things recently. I started removing things like fluoride, chlorine, and all that stuff from you know exposure to it as much as possible, including things like brushing your teeth and the types of deodorant you wear and all that stuff, right? So I started exposing myself to less fluoride, to less titanium, to less what's the other stuff in the water that lithium, less all that stuff. So I don't use I use these chewable baking soda teeth brushing tablets that like you use like for camping, right? I started you know I started doing all that. So like removing as much as I can things like chlorine, things like oh my goodness, you know the like the titanium from deodorant and the biggest ones, fluoride and things like that, lithium. And then I started taking, so every single day, I started doing this mushroom coffee. Now, it's not like the mud water and stuff like that that a lot of people, you know, see advertised. This is literal coffee with lion's mane, turkey tail, like literally like 8 to 10 mushrooms in the coffee. And I started taking that, and I started removing things like, the lithium, the chlorine, the fluoride, and titanium, and all that stuff. Dude, my like mental acuity is completely different in just like 2 weeks. That is like insane, just to feel the difference psychologically, mentally, physically. It is insane. We are literally being poisoned every single day. And Red Dawn said this when he came on the show. He was like, this woman was doing like a test, and she had 2 jugs of water, 1 jug of water with no chlorine, no lithium, no nothing, and then stuck her hand in, and they tested the water before and after. And then another one that was literally full of chlorine, lithium, and all that stuff, fluoride. And she put her hand in, let her hand sit for like 5 or so minutes, took it out, and then they tested the water again, and like 60% of it had absorbed inside of her hand. And where does it go from there? If it's inside your skin, it's inside your blood. If it's inside your blood, it's inside your lungs. If it's inside your you know what I mean? Like, it's pushed all through your Yo, LARPerators Anonymous, my guy. Great to see you. Love you. Miss you. Mwah. Whew, not gay. Love you, bud. Love you, bud. Fluoride-free toothpaste, and that's it. Yeah, so it's actually really cool. Yeah, let me back up. If you guys do not subscribe to LARPerators Anonymous, you guys need to go. Even if you just watch that one video, if you know what video I'm talking about. Woke up quick at about noon. Just thought that I had to be in Compton soon. I gotta get drunk before the day begins, before my mother starts bitching about my friends. I'm about to go and damn near went blind. Young. Okay, anyway, go check it out. Y'all are gonna love it. LARPerators Anonymous, I hope you're doing well. Hope you and your family are well. I hope you're still fighting behind enemy lines out there, and hope your new profession is going very well. I miss you. Love you long time. Hit me up anytime. Call me anytime. You got my phone number. It's 911. Yeah, hit me up, brother. Haha, appreciate the shout out, dude. No doubt, man. No doubt. Appreciate you, man. Sig get it? Because Sig is on the path throwing up gang signs. Went in the house to get the clip with my Mac 10 on the side of my hip. Man, you guys are great. Love y'all. For real, we are gonna die with plastic balls. No joke, no joke. Like, at this point, I'm pretty sure I'm just squirting out plastic. Like, that's it. That's it. I'm squirting out plastic and dyes. And did y'all hear about the blue dye that's like literally curing cancers and stuff? Like, man, that's crazy, crazy. Anyway, I'm sorry. The beautiful thing here is that we currently have 53 thumbs up and 45 people in here. So we have officially exceeded the thumbs up-a-thon. Appreciate all y'all, man. Yeah, definitely do, man. Hit me up. Human printers. That's another thing I was thinking of, man, is like my printer is running like 24/7. Let me give an example. Hold, please. Oh, come on. You had to break off. So it literally just broke off, but like my printer, like all day, every day, is running jigs like this, and the jigs get double and triple checked. They go through a process of I call it post processing, and then they get hardware added to them, and then these jiggies get put on PATs, and then people can drill that hole through the thing, and yeah, so that's running like 24/7. Unless I'm sitting here, it looks like a pizza pie. Unless I'm sitting here doing a stream, which is when I try not to run the printer while I'm doing streams. I'm printing racks on racks on racks all day. all day, baby. And if you're curious, I've actually been selling a ton of jigs on DLD hardware. I got a gang of filament all over. Anyway, so yeah, we got a lot of exciting things coming forward, man. I'm pumped for it. Oh snap! Woof! That was a close one, baby. That thing almost came down. London bridges. We got a lot of exciting things coming on. I'm coming up. Like, dude, goals is gonna be so fire in August. I will be at the typical October event where we shoot the machine guns. And let me see. My bad. I'm super back. Methylene blue. What will I do if the NFA is repealed? Exactly what you think I'm gonna do. That stick collect is impressive. Oh, the sticker. So those are all patches up there. Those are all patches, and those are all stickers going all the way back behind the gun safe. Thank you. And I got way more. Let me fix this. Dang, why is it not moving? I got way more. I have to, what I want to do is literally cut them to go around the edges and meet. So it like goes around up here and do more sticker bombing. Cause like I used to like sticker bomb my gun safe or like sticker bomb this folding chair, sticker bomb, and then I'm looking at it like, what am I, like 12? Come on. But like sticker bomb a piece of like foam board from the store, whatever. I'm cool with that. And then I could just take down the whole thing and whatever. What was I saying? Okay, so we have goals coming up. Actually, all the knives are also getting uploaded to DLD hardware. That's where all the merch is available too. So if you guys enjoy merch with wounded ATF agents, that's a great place to find that. Oh, and actually, BV, I missed your message, bro. We actually don't have like hats. But that is an excellent idea, and I should get one uploaded like sooner rather than later. Do not sticker your vehicle. Paint yourself as a target. Yep. Yeah, honestly, the best thing to do is low pro, low vis in every situation, straight up. Shorty shotgun. Yeah, dude. I don't know. I like that shotgun a lot, right? But like the moment that I saw that I could get like $3,000 for it, I was like, because I mean that would be very helpful right now. $3,000 is a buttload of money. But I also saw a bunch of other people uploaded some super shorties as well. So I don't know. I wouldn't be opposed to selling it, but I would probably only sell it for a stupid amount of money because it is cool. A 6.5-inch barrel 12 gauge is just a really cool little thing to have, and it's yeah, I don't know. It's dope. And to answer one of your questions that you had asked, Drew, so it's not welded. What they did is they welded the big old circle that goes over the mag tube, so I can actually spin off the the mag tube end cap, screw that off, pull it off, pull the entire barrel off, and then I have the receiver with the mag tube sticking out. And that thing is solid, man. I've put 3 inchers through that thing. I've put super hot 12 gauge loads through it, and it's good to go. White paint, no stickers. Yeah, don't put gun stickers on the car. It's really easy to get like caught up in the industry, right? And everything you buy comes with a couple stickers, or most things that you buy come with a couple stickers. And it's like you kind of want to give like a little like nod or something to someone like, yeah, I'm in the gun world too, buddy, right? Like save that for like something on your person. Save that for like the little knife clip sticking out your pocket, right? Or like, and like that at most, right? Like you want to don't paint yourself as a target. You don't want to put yourself out there as like, I'm a gun guy. Like I saw this dude, he was in a huge truck and he was bringing a or towing a like a one of like the oh my goodness, what's it called? My mental acuity is on point. What are those things called that they tow? Trailer, goodness. Man, my mental acuity is just on point, you guys. You don't even know. You don't even know. Um, but I pulled up to behind the trailer and it was just covered in gun stickers. And I'm like, man, like, what a fool. Like, why do you want to do that? Like, unless you literally keep nothing nothing of value at all. The best case scenario is that the right person, or in your case, the wrong person, is going to walk past your whip and smash your freaking windows and find nothing, right? Like, there is absolutely no benefit other than being like, look at me, to put gun stuff on. Even wearing a gun shirt, right? Sometimes I feel weird about wearing gun shirts and stuff like that because if someone sees me wearing a gun shirt and they see that I got like the knife clip and the flashlight clip on my pockets and all that, and I get out of my car and walk away, the right person or the wrong person may be like, I'm about to smash this dude's window and check out what's inside of his car, you know? Which is another reason I stopped carrying in the bag because I wasn't always carrying the bag on me, you know? But I will always have a gun on me in my waistband, even if I got another one in the bag. I'm always going to have a gun on my person. It's just there's no reason not to, man. Especially if you're wearing a very comfortable holster, then you'll never have a reason to take off your gun. Fat tack. I'm just saying. Anyway, guys, I just wanted to do a quick little live just to say what's up, that I love y'all. All of y'all stuff is packaged up. It's coming out to you. I can't wait. Hot Dog's got something. Drewski's got something. Kurt24's got something. Unfortunately, I don't have too many of the... Oh, here we go. The jumbos. Oh, snap. It would be really cool to get the jumbos out, but I only got two of the jumbos. I just got these to hang up in the back, like Stickman versus Kanji guy, you know. But these are super cool. This one printed totally fine, no issues. This one printed with an error, and I had to fix it with a paint pen, but you can't really see unless I hold it like super close. Or if you're like holding it in your hand, you're like, oh yeah, I see you. You made some errors there on the top, right there, on the sides. I literally had to paint it white with a white paint pen, but aside from that, it's totally fine. DK, baby. Man, these are pretty dope. Y'all, wait till you see the keychains, man. We got the hardware on them and all that. It's super cool. Can you even see? Y'all can't even see that. There you go. I'll put that right there. Oh, and you also can't see that. Great. Let's see. Those look like stickmen. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Traveler, brother, good to see you. Gold spray paint and wear on a chain. Somebody called it the Flava Flav. I forgot who was like, yo, that's the Flava Flav. Who was it? Was it Red Dawn? I think it was Red Dawn or someone like that. Yeah, boy. It is a pendant. It is, and I can scale it to be, if I wanted one like this big as the build plate, I could do that. Wear like Flava Flav, all you guys are saying the same thing. That's funny. Or park at the airport. Oof, Rich. Man, Rich got that 365 snatched from him, man. I feel terrible about that. I'm honestly probably going to, that's what the front of her safe is for. Stickers. Your safe or hers. Agorizer. Maybe he had a gun safe in his truck. He could have. I mean, look, dude, a lot of, when I used to go to the gun shows a lot, which is not really much of a reason to now. I mean, personal transactions, private transactions, like used guns. Used guns are like the way to get crazy deals. Aside from a $49 compact 19 size frame, with an LPK installed for 49 bucks, or a Micro Dagger 43X size lower with LPK installed for 39 bucks. Those are good deals. And if y'all want links on that, holla at your boy offline. Anyway, yeah, I mean, it's aside from that, I don't really see another reason to go to the gun shows. But anyway, when I would go to gun shows, what I would see all the time is all the dudes that travel there would have like those huge trailers that they would fill with all of their inventory. And they would have gun stickers all over it, and they'd have like, Joe Bob's Armory, like all over it. And I'm like, but don't people see you're pulling up at a hotel, right? You're sleeping at hotels as you travel all across the country. You have inventory with you. Don't you want to not look like the easiest robbery of the night? I mean, even if somebody was just driving around a hotel, like, going to get their knob slobbed on by a $20 hooker, like, they could very easily see, hey, that says Joe Bob's Armory. What you think is inside? I mean, come on. So I never understood why people like advertise. The only thing I've done two things, okay? One is those little Trigicon stickers that are like this big, and they have like the little Trigicon. I put a Trigicon sticker like that when I was younger and more dumb on the very, very back rear window of an older car. And that's the only sticker I put on it ever. And then after a little while, I pulled it off or whatever. But I mean, I felt like Trigicon was kind of like a more low-key brand or whatever. But people end up, like with the internet, you could find out like that what something is. So I got, actually, no, you know what? I think I actually got rid of the car and pulled it off before I got rid of the car. But I also, on that same car, had a license plate that said roughly AKS 74U. And that's just, it's dumb. It's like, why? And look, I'm going to add this before we go. I see these Gadsden flag license plates all over, right? And I get it that people want to advertise the idea of come and take it, the idea of the Gadsden flag, the heart of the Gadsden flag. But the problem with that is that you are literally requesting permission from the government and paying them money to order a state-issued Gadsden flag to run. Like, how does this doesn't make sense. And I've done it, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying it literally does not make sense, bro. Like, we can't do that. We all have to abstain. We all have to say no. We all have to say no more. You guys know the thing, all right? That's all I'm saying. And yeah, gray man wins every time, straight up. Sticker on the clutch cover. Okay, I got you. I'm not casting shame on any of you guys, okay? I'm trying to share information. If you guys choose to take action on it, agree or disagree, I love all of y'all the same. I do. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. It just bothers me a little bit. That's all I'm saying, Also, check out this thing I printed. It's a little Pelican case, and it literally prints in place like this, all laying down, and then you pick it up, and then you kind of start to like break it like a little bit like that, and then boom, you got a little Pelican case right here. If you like that, hit the thumbs up. I'm just kidding. But it is pretty cool. It's like an adorable little Pelican case that can fit like basically like, quarter folded up cash. That's basically it. And it's not like waterproof, but it does kind of have like a seal printed into it. If you see right there, there's like a little, y'all know what I'm saying. Man, printing has come so far, bro. Look how clean that is. That is insane, dude. Man, I never would have guessed. If you asked me when I started a few years ago. I never ever would have guessed that we'd be printing like this, man. The speed and good for dip, yeah, chips and dip. Um, you can put your weed in it. Man, I haven't seen weed in years, you know. Yes, you can. You can double tap the screen. Can I double tap the screen? I can't double tap the screen. Lawfully armed, brother. Great to see you, man. Your new Zen box, right? I look if one of you guys likes this, I'll tell you what. You guys that ordered knives, okay? If one of you says that you want this, I'll literally throw that in the order too before I get the orders out to. Unless your box is already sealed up, because some of them are already sealed up. But I threw a bunch of stuff in there too. So like Drew, Kurt 24, Hot Dog 990, who a bunch of people order them. If you want it, it's yours. I'll throw that in there too. You do kind of have to like line it up perfectly because it's on like a hinge like that, right? It's not like perfect. You got to kind of line it up and then, do that. So Pelican Stash Box is the new hot-ish on the streets, yo. Facts. You can sell those boxes to Karens as a spare key hider. Send that's facts right there. Taco, bro. Yo, good to see you, man. Hope you've been well, brother. It's been a minute and been a very long time. Send a kit. Great to see you. Look, I'll tell you. Okay, last thing, and then we're wrapping it. All right. I may not have one here. I think they're on the other side, but I can show you this. So I started. These have been developed, so there are other files out there already for this. Okay, but these have been developed, changed. The texture has been changed and all that. I started printing these newly developed Chub mods. Okay. So for people that don't want to spend $40 on a nub mod and don't want to have to deal with like the hardware, screwing it on, the hardware, rattling out with vibrations and over time, and they're removable as well, but they like 2.5x the size of your ALS on your Safariland ALS rig. And I mean, the freaking thing is on there. It's not going anywhere. And I actually gave like a dozen of them out to a bunch of dudes, a bunch of my friends, a bunch of my shooting buddies, and then a bunch of the dudes on the church security team. And man, it's solid. It's not going anywhere, dude. And then this is what it looks like on the whatchamacallit, on the Flat Dark Earth one. But a couple dudes were like, "Yo, I liked it so much that I literally super glued it on to the ALS." But it's just like a nub mod, but because I don't want to use that name, I'm calling it the Chub mod. So this is the Chub mod, and if you really want to get it off, you can actually kind of pull it up and push up on it at the same time, and it will pop off. But the nub mod is like $40, and I'm going to be selling these for $9.99. $9.99. Because by the time you get it, like, printed and post-processed, and then, put in a package and labeled and sticker and packaging and all that, it's worth it for $9.99. Plus, you could literally buy like 4 of them for the cost of one metal nub mod. So anyway, Taco Cindy Kitty 26 months, brother. Thank you so much, man. Sorry, this is my last member chat. Things are changing, man. Well, I hope you're doing okay, and I hope you're good. And if you need to talk, holler at me, brother. It's I certainly would never want anyone to allow, like, this is like internet world, right? So like, don't ever feel like you're gonna offend me or anything. You're still part of the homies. You're still part of the squad. And if there's anything, that you need that we can do, holler at your boy. Man, I wish we could do more for everyone, but yeah. Are you good? Are you all right? Or like, what's going on? Hey, Dark, I got a free G20 Safari Land and need a chub knob. If hit me up after the stream, and I'll let you know if it'll fit. It depends on a couple things. So yeah, hit me up. Let me know. Love you, Dark. Better than an old dead fish, bro. You've been around for a minute, and you supported like crazy, and I'm super grateful for you. And do what you got to do, dog. I would never ever judge you for anything you got to do for you, your family, and your future, my guy. So I appreciate you, and I appreciate everyone. You know, channel member or not, you guys have been incredible, and I could never even begin to imagine doing this without y'all. So thank you. And yeah, still come by, man. Like, you know, it'll never be weird about like, oh, he's not a channel member anymore. Like, dude, I would much rather have y'all's presence here than y'all's presence here. You know what I'm saying? And we're stronger as a community together, you know? We have fish clogging the nozzles. I'm the wash plant. What? Oh, nice. You got a Safari Land box in today for my 360. I'm guessing 365 XL. That's what's up, man. Yeah, I'm gonna be bringing some to goals too. But yeah, either way, whether it fits or not, Drewski, you got a couple coming your way. Either way, so yeah, so you'll be good. All right, I'm going to wrap up, guys. Look, remember, regardless of all the virtual stuff that we do, even though we do have a really great, rock solid community here, remember that real life does take precedence over everything. And remember, get right with your family, get right with Christ. That's super important. All the other stuff is extra worldly BS, right? I know we talk a lot about a lot of worldly BS on here, but it's because we're all flawed men and flawed, dirty sinners, and that's what we do, right? Talk about guns and gear and this and that, but we're still a community focused on each other, and that's the most important thing. So, as we wrap up, what a great time to hit the closing. I appreciate all you guys coming in and hanging out, man. I love all y'all so much, for real. I do. Yeah, so I get that. God is first, but sometimes what I've learned is it takes men to understand what they have and what they have to lose before they can fully grasp on to Christ. And people out there that maybe aren't at that point yet, maybe when they get right with their family, then they can get right with Christ. But absolutely, nothing that you have is because of you, right? Nothing that you have, nothing that's happened to you, nothing good. All everything that we have and that we've had and that we are, that we do, the fact that we can smell, taste, touch, see, so, like we have all 10 of our fingers. Well, most of us do. John Kimball lost half of one of his fingers. But like everything, like having two legs, the ability to walk, all of those are blessings from God. So remember that. But as we close here, guys, remember we are still in a culture war. So it's important that you take on the role of being a culture warrior. All right. And I would encourage all of you guys to, be spiritual leaders within your home, be leaders within your community, leaders within your church. If you don't have a church, find a good church in your area, but also know that the church doesn't like your relationship with Christ can absolutely just be you in, solitude by yourself. However, I've learned that when you do find the right church, which I've happened to find recently, it does have a big impact on your life. So I'd encourage you guys to do that. But don't put all of that's still worldly stuff, right? Like it's still people. People are still dirty sinners. And so, don't put too much stock in that. But it does help that, we surround ourselves with like-minded people that will help us become better Christians. Dude, me just interacting more with people like Flying Rich and Red Dawn and Josh and like all the homies, like that helps me be and, become a better Christian. All the dudes that are part of my church on this little group that I got, like, that helps me be a better Christian. So, um, you know, it's important, but don't put all the stock in it. The most important thing with you is your relationship with Christ, period. And he is the way, the truth, and the light. And the only way to the Father is through him. And y'all know the thing. Anyway, so guys, remember, to be that leader, you need to make sure that you're holding yourself to higher expectations, higher standards. And the way that we do that is by setting rules. And some of the rules that I like to share with you guys at the end of every single show are: rule number 1 is to be kind. It's so important that we're kind in everything that we do. That brief interaction that you have with somebody else could have a massive impact on their life, so be kind. Rule number 2 is to live a life of care, compassion, contribution, give to others. When you bless others, you become blessed, because the hand that's open to give is open to receive. And rule number 3, which is a very important rule, because we know the only way for us to defeat evil is with good men skilled in violence. Make sure that you're becoming as highly skilled in violence as you possibly can be, and be safe, be dangerous, and keep that thing on you. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are out of here. Do me a favor, and just right before I go, I still got 33 of you guys here. Hit a little double tap on the screen, just a little double tap. Let me see it. Let me see the double tap real quick. Just a boop, 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 boop. Just a boop, boop. Can I see a couple? I see the ticker right there on my side. You probably don't see it, but if you could just hit me with a boop boop, that would be a really, really cool thing. Anyway, I love y'all. Christ is King, Christ is Lord. Every knee will bow. Why not bow now? Yeah, I see it. I saw you. Whoever hit me with the boop boop. Thank you. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Take it easy. Peace. How do I end this thing? Love you.